Get out of Chelsea! They're doing you dirty again! They're doing it again! How many players' careers do you have to stunt their growth, Chelsea? First De Bruyne, then Mohamed Salah, and now the future GOAT, Christian Pulisic. Chelsea, get it together. You don't recognize talent. What is wrong with you? Play the man. Give him confidence. What is up, everybody? And welcome to the Dylan Monroy Show. So today, I want to talk about some news that just kind of broke this week. And it's regarding our captain from the U.S. national team, Christian Pulisic. Apparently, he's not good enough to play on Chelsea. Apparently, he's basically been given up on because everyone is trying to get him the heck out of Chelsea. Himself probably included. Ever since Thomas Tuchel replaced Frank Lampard on Chelsea, Christian Pulisic has not even made a scratch onto the first team. And I think that's a problem. And I think Thomas Tuchel, who was his coach in Dortmund, who also gave him less minutes at Dortmund, is not the coach for him and is clearly not interested in Christian Pulisic being a starter. Now, whether he believes he's a good player or not, I have no idea. He says all the right things and believes he's a great player and that he can make a great impact off the bench. But we as Americans and as people who really want Christian Pulisic to break out like we know he can, the guy needs to play. And quite frankly, I am tired of him being on the bench. Granted, I understand his form has been off. I understand that ever since Tuchel came back, Chelsea have been in great form and haven't lost much games or needed his help, to be quite honest. So that's bad news. But what is good news is that there's now teams like Bayern Munich, Manchester United, Liverpool, who are reportedly interested in Christian Pulisic. Now, out of those three clubs, honestly, I think Liverpool should get Christian Pulisic. Liverpool should get Christian Pulisic. And I'll tell you why. And I think Bayern would be the better team, but they just have way too much talent with Gnabry, Sané, and Coman. That's just, he's not beating any of those guys right now to be a starter. So I don't see that happening. But Liverpool, yes, Liverpool, the Liverpool that are crashing out of the top four spot and potentially won't be in the Champions League, who are apparently giving up on Mo Salah, the leading scorer in the Premier League, are thinking of getting Christian Pulisic. Now, I know what you're thinking. Wait, but Tuchel doesn't play him, and he was his former coach, but Klopp also played him, and he was his former coach, but he didn't always start him. Yes, but Jurgen Klopp is actually a very good coach when it comes to teaching, I feel like, players who maybe aren't in their prime or whatever. I do think Liverpool are a better choice. I think the offense is catered to a player like Pulisic, whom he came from a situation at Dortmund with Jurgen Klopp when he first started. He was only 18 at the time, but now at 22 years of age, imagine what Jurgen Klopp can do with the player he has become and has shown for Chelsea last year, pre-COVID, pre-injury, all over the place. It's in his best interest, I believe, to go to a club like Liverpool and get that game time and take advantage so we can have the best version of Captain America on all of our World Cup qualifiers and the 2022 World Cup, because it's time we make noise. I mean, we have a goal here, and Christian Pulisic is part of that goal. So, the guy needs to play. And I really hope this is the last season at Chelsea, because he needs to play, he needs to find the right club, and he needs to be a starter. And show out the world that he is good enough to be on this stage.